Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Mr. David. I'm a lead trainer here at Mindful Life Project in Richmond, California. So glad you chose to watch this video today for week 3. First week, we went over kind of the basics of mindfulness, some of the brain science, breathing, and listening. Last week, we went over body awareness. So we've done breathing, listening, body awareness. And this week, we're going to focus on emotions and heartfulness, two very important skills. So before we do that, let's check in. How are you doing right now? No matter how you're doing in this moment, know that it's okay. There's no expected way you're supposed to feel. You're okay just as you are. We're going to talk a little bit more about emotions later, but let's go into our definition of mindfulness. So with me, mindfulness is paying attention to what's here, now, in the present, without judgment. So we're going to get a little bit of that practice of paying attention to what's happening right now, once again, with our bodies, with our breath, with the sounds we hear in this moment only, trying to focus on one thing at a time. That is the practice right there, making our prefrontal cortex stronger. So let's get into it with our chant. Repeat after me. I got my feet on the floor. I've got my spine in a line. Got my hands in my lap and my heart to the sky. Now close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. And if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can just look below you. That's just fine. Here we go with the sound of the bell. We begin. Just notice the bell fading away. A little mindful listening practice. As the bell fades away, you might notice some other sounds that are around you. See if you can name those sounds. Maybe while you're doing that, take a nice deep breath as well. And out. One more breathing in and out. Just allow yourself time to relax a little bit, just to sit still, to be quiet and do nothing. I give you permission to do nothing. Nice job. And so while we're listening to sounds and we know that we're breathing right now, we're going to focus a little bit on our bodies. So if you get out that friendly flashlight, and we're going to focus on one part of our body at a time, starting with our feet. Notice where your feet are in this moment. Shining up to your knees. Notice your knees. Notice the weight of your body in the seat or wherever you are. Notice your back, aligned or slouched a little bit. Want it straight but not too stiff. Notice your shoulders and your neck. Just allow them to relax and fall. Notice your belly and your chest as you breathe. Notice where your hands are right now. Notice your hands. If they're tight, just kind of loosen them up. Keep them nice and open. Notice your face, any tightness there, just release it. And notice your whole head now and your whole body. Just allow your body to kind of sink into your seat, just like melted ice cream. Nice and relaxed, focused, but attentive. Nice job. We're going to exit this short sit with the sound of the bell. When you can no longer hear it, slowly raise your hand. As it gets quieter, our hand moves up slower and slower. I can still hear it going. It's going, fading, fading. Nice, slow movements. Let's see if I can still hear it. Yeah, I still hear it here. It's fading away. Nice job. Thanks for joining me on that mindful sit. I really do appreciate you taking the time for yourself. It's very kind of you to do that for yourself. Now today, like I said, we're going to talk about heartfulness and emotions. So first with emotions, we know that there's a whole bunch of emotions that we can feel. This is certainly not all of them, but sometimes we might be angry, we might be sad, we might be scared, we might be excited, we might be bored, we might be other things. And are they all okay? Yeah. Is any of them good or bad? Nope. It doesn't matter. We might not want anger, we might not want sadness, or to be afraid, or to be bored. We might want to be excited and joyful and feeling great, but we're human. We're going to feel all of them. And if we push these away and we don't invite them in, they tend to get bigger and come back later and more fierce. So you want to invite them in. Treat them just like a visitor. Then knowing, just like it says at the top, emotions come and emotions go. It's not going to last forever. So if you're here, not going to last forever. Even if you're here, it's not going to last forever. It doesn't matter which emotion it is. So you are allowed to feel how you want to feel. It's what you choose to do with it that makes the difference. So emotions come and go. One of the ways we can do that, which we're going to get into later in the week in more detail, is name it to tame it, which means we name our emotions so we can tame them or control them. So if you were feeling angry, you would just name it. I'm angry. And you would admit it. And it's okay to feel that way. If you were sad, you can admit that you were sad. And you can do that to yourself too, in your own head. You don't have to say it out loud. And we do that so we don't flip our lid. Remember the brain science? We don't want to flip our lid so we lose control of our prefrontal cortex, because then we're stuck in our amygdala. And that means we're reacting rather than responding. So we want to keep the lid on. And so naming it to tame it can help us with that. And so when we practice mindful emotions, we want to make sure we do it with a lot of heartfulness. And heartfulness is simply kind words, thoughts, and action to ourselves and to others. But it's really important to note, got to give it to yourself first before you can give it to other people fully. Got to take care of ourselves. We have, we are the number one person in charge of ourselves. I know you might be a kid and you say, well, that's my parents, but you can still take care of yourself in a lot of ways by saying nice things to yourself, having nice thoughts about yourself, and having kind actions toward yourself, such as doing a mindful sit. That's a kind action for yourself, right? And of course, then giving it to others. And we know different ways we can give it to others. This shows up a lot of ways. We can give them a gift. We can give them a friendly note. We can say hello to somebody. There's lots of simple ways to show heartfulness to others, right? So heartfulness and mindfulness definitely go together all the time. Mindfulness being present, and heartfulness, that loving kindness to ourselves and others. So we want to practice mindfulness with heartfulness all of the time. All right. And one of the ways we practice heartfulness for ourselves is normally how we close, just like this. So put your hand on your heart as we close up here. And you're just going to say a few things to yourself. If you like, I hope you want to practice this. So just repeat after me. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be strong. May I be peaceful. And may I be loved. And know how that makes you feel. Know you deserve that. Know you're worth it wherever you are. All right. Sending it out to you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. There'll be more videos to come on all of these topics. Have a great rest of the day, and I wish you well. Wellness for all. Bye-bye now.